Hey, good evening, everyone. It is currently October the 3rd, 2025 at 12:05 a.m. Eastern, which it is now my birthday. Happy birthday, me. All right, the big 4-8. That seems so old. Like, if you told me when I was 21 that 48 wouldn't feel old, I wouldn't believe you. Like when you're 20, it seems like 30 is old. And then when you're 30, it seems like 40 is old. And then when you're 40, it seems like 50 is old. And then when you're getting close to 50, you get that, you keep pushing it down the road, like maybe 60's old, maybe 70's old. And then when you look back on some of the ages that you were, you're like, okay, that wasn't really old. Like what would you give? Like if someone here is over 30 or over 40, what would you give to be 30 again? So it just kind of makes you appreciate where you are in life, because one day you're going to look back and you're going to wish you were that age again. So it's a little something I was thinking about. Uh, Give me a few minutes here. I'm setting everything up here. I thought I would go through some scouting those out as always, just to see what's out there. There's Nunley, if anyone's following him. He's really funny. But I was going through some life insurance advertisements, specifically the quote or the comment section of life insurance advertisements. I think a lot of people, like if you look at the advertisements, and I'm not talking about the obviously deceptive advertisements. I'm just talking about like just the basic advertisements where they're like $19 a month or whatever. It can get you $1 million of coverage. You got a lot of people in there who are upset with them, who are angry with like the misleading advertisements. Okay, that's kind of funny. Sorry, guys. But yeah, a lot of people are upset with those advertisements. They'll say, this is a ripoff, just because they've seen so many bad advertisements. No one's really taken the time to sit with them and kind of go through what they're looking for, what they want, what they need, explain how life insurance is priced. You know, like you could have two people, for example, you could have two people the same age, and they could get different quotes for policies. One person could have a medical condition, obviously, that's going to increase the cost of their coverage. One person could smoke, that's definitely going to increase the cost. It could be like height and weight, could be the medications you're on. So, like, even if it is the same company, the same carrier, the price can be different. So, that's not explained in the advertisements. And I'm guessing that's to make it a little smoother, to make it a little more streamlined. Because if you explained every aspect of it at once, then your advertisement would be like 30 pages long. But I'm trying to go through my feed here and see if I can pull up some of those advertisements. Life insurance with day one coverage up to 50,000. Okay, this one, it's a law enforcement agency. Oh, and here comes my cat. Yep. This is Nala. You can probably see she does like to go in front of the camera from time to time. She also likes to confiscate my keyboard when I'm trying to work during the day. Let's see. All right, let's see. Babylon B says conservative family cancels Netflix account forever for the fifth time. That's also funny. Uh, I do like to have some humor in my feed. I try to keep the politics out of it, because they get really vicious no matter like what your views are. People get angry. They post like the dumbest stuff. So I try to keep humor and make it a little bit fun. Let's see. Oh, this guy is really funny too. Leonardo Sepiero. If you guys haven't seen him, usually he used to respond to have a compilation of videos that he would respond to. Like he put himself in the frame. He's really hilarious as well. He's been posting more of his family and his kids, but yeah, he is hilarious. Let me see. It looks like the life insurance ads have been removed from my feed. I'm sure if I keep going, I will find something. Oh my God, what the? A late night with Stephen Colbert. Okay, that's rough. Okay. Let me click on one of these ads and see if I can get the algorithm going again. See if I can pop up some. No, I'm actually probably going to follow them and see if that helps out at all. What are some other companies that I can follow here? Lincoln Financial, they're not bad. Their whole life policies are good. Lincoln Heritage, a little pricey. Pacific Life isn't bad for term if you're looking in that direction. They're pretty quick. They do call you. You can't do it. I don't think you can do it exclusively online, but from my experience with Pacific Life, they are not overall a bad company. They don't do many advertisements that are just misleading. Let's see. Health plan, cashier at Walmart. That'll be secret. Oh, cashier at Walmart. That'll be 168.10. Me giving myself back. I'm going to self checkout. I actually saw some lady in Walmart a few weeks back, uh, and she had like, I think she had like a truck driver outfit on, or not an outfit, but she had like the truck, like a trucking company shirt on. She was working, and I was behind her, so I saw her during the entire process. And she scanned maybe half of her stuff, if that. And I was, but it struck me because she looked like she had like a decent job. She was a truck driver. She was going through the self checkout, but yeah, she got at least a 50 to 75% discount on her stuff, and I just can't do that. You know, let's see. And you do see a lot of videos of people doing the self checkout. They get detained by Walmart security, and then obviously the cops show up because I don't think Walmart is allowed to detain people for very long. Humane Society of York. It's like somebody adopted a kitten. Nice. Okay. Yeah, here's some of the ads like that I get as a life insurance agent. We make your phone ring with high intent insurance. Click to call leads starting at $25. So, I mean, everybody's subject to the advertisement. These are, it's probably BS, kind of like a lot of the life insurance ads you see. More than likely they're advertising like a free 25,000, free $40,000 to the people. They'll have like a countdown timer, so the people are more inclined to call. And once they call, the agent gets charged $25, and the person's on the phone looking for $25,000 worth of free stuff. And you have to tell them that, hey, there's no free thing. There is life insurance policy. It's no good for anybody. It really isn't. You need to be honest with people. That is the best policy, hands down. Okay, I'm trying to find some ads. I wanted to see some comments. I saw one that was just, it just smoked this advertisement. Called it fake, which it was a little bit. Deceptive. My tools, I need them to be. Okay. Naked burglar arrested. Puna 57 year old K was arrested and charged in relation to burglary incident. So you're naked and you rob a house. Huh. There had to be a backstory to that. Was it like drugs, alcohol? I don't know what happened there. Oh my God, he's lucky to be alive. Like if he were in the South, he probably wouldn't have made it. But I'm guessing like alcohol, drugs, or some kind of mental illness, or a combination of all three. I know you see that a lot around here sometimes. Well, sometimes you see it around here. Okay. 1980s. Okay. Looks like the backroom studio is watching The Lost Boys tonight, which is a classic. You know, back The Lost Boys was one of my favorite movies growing up. Um, and it had a good cast too. You know, Kiefer's in there. I think they had a great song along with it. Sister, something like that. Sister, Sister. I'll have to look that up. All right, Mutual of Omaha. I'm not seeing any ads popping up here. Oh, the military veterans, that's pretty common. You get a lot of responses for that because they've got a niche, right? I mean, I don't think the military veterans get a discount with, the life insurance policies themselves. It's still based on your age, your height, your weight, smoking, health conditions, and all that. But they are probably operated by former military servicemen and women, so they know more about the ins and outs, the experiences, and all of that. So they found a niche, and it looks like based on the comments that they are doing quite well with it. My stream is still at zero, but I'm happy for my zero. Well, I'm not happy, but I am content with it. So, and for now, I'll keep doing it. Eventually, somebody will show up, maybe. Let's see. All right, so this is for dog lovers. Before you take your dogs to lakes and creeks, I saw something about this here in York a few years back, where there was like some green algae or something that was just taking dogs out. Like they would go in, they would whatever the algae does, it just hit their immune systems and took them out within a couple days, which has got to be tragic. I saw one lady here in New York where she lost all three of her dogs in a matter of days. I cannot imagine that. That has got to be horrendous. All right, Get Fit with Brit. One of my friends turned me onto this one. Let's see. She This lady used to weigh like 300 pounds or something, and she's like over the course of a year, she just like went hardcore. And I admire people like that. Like something flipped, and all of a sudden she went from like the procrastination stance to like, let's get this done. You see, she's got a little bit of loose skin there, but overall, that's not too bad. I don't think this ad shows like her previous weight, but yeah, that's really inspirational. Let's say, 125 pounds naturally. All right, let's take a look here. All right, here is Gavin. Oh, look at the what is the dog with his deer. And it looks like the deer has an electronic collar on too. So, and he's got his tennis ball. So he is having the time of his life. Oh no, no. Oh, oh, that's rough. Oh, these dogs are gonna need therapy after this. Okay. NBA players were built different in the 70s. Oh wow. This is Nate Thurman at 25. He does not look 25. It's okay, Nolly. Okay. Big fan of people getting sober. Yeah, I know that's tough. Yeah, I think a lot of people with the addictions, they're kind of self-medicating. So yeah, if you can get past those demons, that is impressive. Aw. They say once you retire, you will travel more. What they don't tell you is it's your doctor's appointment. Okay. Oh yeah, follow her. She's got some good music. Haley Jones music. So Well, looks like this happened in York. Two homeless people just knocked at my door at 11:45. I've seen them around during the day. Recommendations of what to do. I mean, if you got a Ring camera, you could say, "Hey, what do you want?" and I mean, I mean, I wouldn't answer the door at 11:45 at night personally, but all right. Looks like this kid just completed her associate's degree. I think that's worth a congratulations. All right, perfect. It's PR information, Puerto Rican information. Florida, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Texas. Okay. My 14-year-old dog, Mowgli, was hit by a car yesterday and didn't make it. He's been my constant companion since he was just a baby. He slept on my bed, followed me faithfully everywhere. I just don't know what to do without him. That sucks. That's a rough way. There's a in my neighborhood. It's kind of tucked away. The neighborhood's tucked away, so there's not a main road. Excuse me. So you can walk down the road in my neighborhood. Um, I mean, there's some traffic from houses, but it's not. No one's going really fast, like maybe 20 miles an hour, and it's very seldom that you see cars. So if a dog gets out here, he's usually pretty safe unless he hits the main highway. Um, but there are dogs that get out consistently. There's one like every day I take my puppies for a walk. I come across him, and I'm always wondering why he gets out so much. Maybe the neighbors don't have one of the invisible fences. Maybe the dog's an escape artist. He looks like he's about 10 years old, so I'm not sure how good he would be at escaping. Uh, let's see. All right, so this is obvious. I mean, Phil and Will, Philip and Will, they're good, but Marty and Doc, come on, guys. It's got to be Marty and Doc, right? Let's see what the comments say. Okay. All right, both. Okay, somebody said Will. So yeah, one vote for Will, and the other are for. So one tie, one for Will, and the other seven are for Doc and Marty. Oh yeah, I've been following a couple people who have donkeys as pets. I didn't know that was a thing. I used to work with a guy in St. Louis, and he had um, a pet donkey. I think his name was Kong. So it was Donkey Kong. Get it? Yeah. He was a cool guy, but he lived on the outskirts of St. Louis, kind of in the country. So I think he had like 20 or 30 acres, and he had the donkey. I think he had it for like 30 years or something. Apparently, they live a really long time. But yeah, he said that they were the best pets. All right. I'm guessing like most of the life insurance advertisements run during a certain period of time, so that could be a thing. Dignity Memorial. I don't think that's life insurance. Maybe that's like a prepaid type thing. Which if you get some information, if you need information on the prepaid burial, I don't do that personally, but I've called enough of them to get a pretty good understanding of how it works. There's a couple of ways. Um, you can pay it in advance, right? Like everything, like I think like 10,000 or 12,000 or how much ever it costs. You get that taken care of. You're locked in. That price never changes. Some places they'll set up a life insurance policy on you. Like a lot of times, the funeral directors also have their life insurance license, so they'll get a life insurance policy on you. And if you pass away, the insurance, or not the insurance, but the funeral home gets the money. And the third way is like a pay as you go type thing, which is I'm not sure how I feel about that, but you can pay as you go. And for more of them than not, what they do is if the price increases every year, then they'll increase the price so the amount you pay or the amount you owe could go up from year to year. So that's something to look out for as well. But whether it's life insurance or if it's prepaid, if you decide you need it, do it. Don't wait until Monday, next week, next month. What? I don't know this person. Okay. I'm just going to go through here. Well, I am guessing the life insurance ads are not running this late at night. So I don't understand. It's only 9:30 on the West Coast, and it is currently what 6:30 p.m. In Hawaii. So you think you'd see some. Let's see what do we have here. Something your dad said that lives rent free in your head. Can't think of anything off the top of my head. I do have a lot of musicians in my feed. I just like the way that before they make it. I'm not a big fan of spending like $300-400 to get to a concert. Although sometimes it's worth it for the crowd, but I'd rather go to like a local bar, see a local artist, maybe tip them $20, tip the bartender, and have fun that listen to live music that way. You know, because if you get to a concert, what you're dropping like on the low end, $100 a ticket, plus you're probably paying for parking. That's $20. So you're at like 220, 230 just for the event for two people. If you get like two beers, add another $60, you know, any kind of snacks. So you're looking at like multiple hours of driving, parking, all that stuff. So the cheapest you can get out of it's like maybe 300, and that's if you're lucky. Okay. I'm not sure what this is advertising. Can I get a good evening? All right, man. This is from the president, and I gotta say, agree with him or not, he is funny from time to time. I'm not sure what this guy's advertising. He's a single truck driver from the U.S. I live alone. That's I'm not sure what the mission statement is for this, but all right, I'm just going to search for life insurance. I'm a little tired here, it being 12:30 on the East Coast, but I will see what we got. 20 nobody should still have a policy with Primerica. Primerica, I never really worked with Primerica. I hear a lot of bad things, like from agents and from people who have their policies, but I can't speak for it personally. Apparently, like the way it's set up for the agents, or at least from what I heard, like it's kind of like a pyramid, multi-level marketing type thing, and so I mean, if you have Primerica, that's I guess that's good. I'd probably look into it a little bit, but all right. So people here, these are just people, random people posting about life insurance. Which it's I guess it's good for that, but if you take a look, it's like chum in the water, right, guys? Like if you post anything with life insurance as your keywords, you're gonna get agents just pop all over you. Shoot me a message. Pre-existing conditions? Question mark. Uh, are you interested in connecting to do a free quote? You see, I mean, so yeah. So I guess for situations like that, if you have it, if you make a post, make sure it's only for your friends and family, the people in your friend group, and it doesn't go out to the internet at large. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of replies, a lot of direct messages. Oh, look at this. I need more life insurance. Can someone help me out? 53 comments. Wow. I can. Hey, if you're still interested, I would love to chat with you. This person messaged you. I'm available to educate you about the product to give you free quotes. This person put the business card. I like that. That's good. Uh, another business card. This is it looks like a flyer. Business card. I don't know. It seems a little desperate. You know. I know you want to help them, but if there's like 50 other people, then I don't know if you're really gonna stand out. Exactly. Best life insurance for easiest payout, and they are actually legit. Well, any life insurance company is going to be legit as long as they're approved by the state, right? So they have to be approved by the state to sell life insurance in the state. As far as the payouts, it depends on the company. It could take up to 6 weeks, but usually if they get the death certificate, they'll pay out pretty quick within, like 24, 48 hours, maybe 72. The last death claim that I filed, it was, who was that with? I think that was True Stage. It was someone who had cancer. Unfortunately, they passed away. And so we got the death certificate, we filled out the claim. And I think it was a matter of 3 days before the beneficiary got the check. But it really depends. Some carriers don't require the death certificate, especially for seniors. They'll require maybe like you die at a hospital or like a nursing facility, as long as the attending physician sends a statement, you can fill out the claim that way. And they try to get the money within 24 to 48 hours. There's a couple of companies like that. I think Senior Life, Lincoln Heritage. There's a couple other ones that'll do super fast, but most of them, if they get the information, they're going to pay out pretty quickly. Why should someone have life insurance? All right. I did it with my kids in mind. I have a policy on myself to one out with them. All right, some more people hopping on here. Best life insurance for healthy people at 35. My two. Okay. See, like unless you have your Facebook set to your friends only, it's going to be bombarded. I sent you a message. I messaged you. Sent you a DM. Love to connect. Here's my business card. I know they want to help, but it does reek of desperation. Best life insurance for easy payouts. That actually, okay, we already went through that one. Did they post that twice? Are they fishing? Is that what they're doing? Maybe. Yeah, it looks like they are. So maybe these people are, and this could be something to get agents, right? So they post it. They know that agents are like drawn to these things, like fly. So you know what? So maybe they posted this on there, get the agent's name, and then they market something to the agent. Uh, so desperation yields some negative payouts there, I would imagine. Let's see. We take a look at Frida because I'm guessing that's what she's doing. What does Frida do? Oh, she's from Myrtle Beach. That's right down the road. Well, a few hours, but not too far. Digital creator. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing anything on here that would indicate that she is a marketer. I bet Conway's going to end up getting the neighborhood Walmart one day. Okay. Sometimes the best way to help is to step back and not get involved. It's great advice, actually. Great advice. All right. So, best life insurance people 35. All right. I'm not seeing anything here. All right. This is, where is this? Fernando Sheriff's Department. Wanted. Karina Exum. Possession of controlled substance, violation of probation, and absconder. I have not heard that as formal charges before. Absconded. Okay. I didn't know that was a crime, but yeah, that's uh so they hired someone with a advanced English degree, I would imagine. Let's see, what do we have here? When you want to dress up for Halloween, but them bills do. Okay. Something that goes well inside of a grilled cheese sandwich. I don't know. I like jalapenos. Like there's a turtle crossing the road. Best Robin Williams movie. I am not sure. Jumanji, maybe? I don't know. See what some of the votes are. Since my zero viewers are don't have any input. 1 hour photo. I didn't really like that one. Aladdin. That was really good. Good Morning Vietnam. Fantastic. Jack. I wasn't a huge fan of. I didn't like Insomnia. What Dreams May Come. That was a little too artsy for me. I mean, I like artsy movies, but I kind of like the self-deprecating artsy films. Like they are artsy, but they know they're going overboard. Kind of like the Royal Tenenbaums. like Wes Anderson, where it's like obviously like super artsy, but they're making fun of themselves for being artsy. So I kind of like that, like those. Dead Poet Society, that was fantastic. I really love that one. I haven't seen that one forever. Hook was fun. Those are just fun movies. Popeye, I don't think I've ever seen that one. Good Will Hunting, how could I forget about that one? That one's classic. I think that was like 1990. Death of Smoochie, that's another classic. I don't think many people have seen that one. Patch Adams was fun. I didn't think it was great, but it was fun. Uh, Toys, yes, that was great. I think that had Richard Pryor in it too. Uh, oh, he has done a lot. The Birdcage, Predator. I don't think he was in Predator. Uh, Bicentennial Man. I didn't think that was great. Birdcage. Okay, sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. Sorry, zero viewers. If she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. Okay. What is this? Gordo Loco? What is that? Big Crazy? Okay. All right. So these are kind of neat. They're just designed to get your attention, to fill up with comments and boost their algorithm. But let me see. Yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Apparently, there's a new version coming out. They're doing a not a reboot, but a continuation. Okay. Oh yeah, Halloween is right around the corner. It's October the 3rd, so it'll be here before you know it. Yeah, it's pretty big in this neighborhood. I think most people decorate their houses. You know, everybody has like a tons of candy for the kids to come around. Four years later, and I still haven't fully gotten over the scene. Yeah, that's what is that? A Treyu, and I forget the horse's name, but yeah, that was a rough one. Okay. See you in November. Oh, Tacoma. Oh, okay. Best train movie of all time. All right. Oh, what was the best train movie? Didn't Steven Seagal do a train movie one time? Uh, let's see. I think Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes did a train movie. Money Train, maybe. Oh, there's gotta be some like westerns involving trains too. I don't know. Let's take a look at the comments and see what we've got here. Silver Streak. I don't think I've seen that, but it's got Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. Train to Busan, Under Siege 2. Okay, it was Steven Seagal. Uh, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Okay, I got to give it to that one. That movie's coming up very, very soon. My wife and I used to watch that one starting, I think it was around maybe the week before Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving, we switched immediately to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. But Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is one of those movies where it could go either way. It could be a Christmas movie or a Thanksgiving movie. So, because I think it's Thanksgiving, maybe he's mentioning like once or twice. Back to the Future Part 3. Okay, I see. Final Destination. Bullet Train. I enjoyed that one. That was kind of fun. Snowpiercer. I couldn't get into that. I think I might have watched a little bit, but Source Code. Yes, that is a good sci-fi movie. If any of my zero viewers hasn't seen it, Source Code was really it was an interesting movie. Very good sci-fi. Okay, Polar Express. That's a great kids movie, I think. Although the conductor kind of freaked me out a little bit. Midnight Meat Train. I think that's a horror movie. That was pretty gruesome, if not mistaken. All right, so back on track here. Oh yeah, I do remember these. The big boxes of little tiny cereals. Like one of those little boxes wasn't going to fill you up for breakfast. Sorry, you need at least two. Favorite '90s sitcom? Mine was Step by Step. Okay, I think I remember that one. Is that like kind of like a variation of what was the one? Family, not Family Matters, but I forget the name of the one with Danny and Uncle Jesse. Hmm. Top two films with Jack Black. I don't really know of many. I don't. Jack Black. He can be funny at times. I guess School of Rock is probably gonna be a one. Um, Tropic Thunder. Duh. Yes, I really like that one. Tropic Thunder is one of my favorites. It just crosses so many lines. It's hilarious. The Simple Jack. Oh my God, that is one of my favorites. Oh, maybe throw it a little closer. I'm old now, but I still want to play. Gary Owen, no S. He's a pretty funny comedian. Do you think dogs can sense a bad person? I think so. Of course, my dogs think all people are bad for about 10 seconds, and then they're like your best friends. Now that is neat. Look at that steering wheel. Okay. I'm guessing the Facebook shut down the life insurance ads for the night. I do apologize about that, 0 viewers, but oh, don't forget these MFs used to skip school just to jump people. That's kind of funny. I'm not helping a dog out of a pond. If I could have my grandmother cook anything right now, what would it be? I grew up in the South, so it would probably either be her fried chicken or the chicken and dumplings. Fantastic. Used to roll out the flour, do the slicing, put that in there. Oh my God, that was so good. She probably used like the secret ingredient was love, which is butter and salt. So that would be it. Or fried okra. I don't know what she did to the okra, but that was fantastic. Let's see. Mm, oh, Liberty Church of York. I mean to check them out. Yeah, here in the South, there's tons of churches. It's just so many options to find one. Got Lake Wiley Christian Assembly, which I really like. The pastor is a little older, but he's still got that fire in him. You know, he delivers like those hard hitting sermons. We've got Impact Church, which I think they're really good too. They are more modernized. I think you know it's not like all out, but it's still good. More analytical, perhaps. Like there's like multiple interpretations. You know, they'll look at the different translations and stuff like that. So that it's hard to find a good one that you just like fit in with, but there's a lot of good ones around. Terrence Howard, I remember him. I think he was on that show Empire, and he had this math formula like one times one equals two. Okay. Oh yeah, that's look at this. The kid with the dog. Like if you have a dog and that's your dog, you have a kid, that dog becomes the kid's dog. Like that dog is going to abandon you. It's going to be your kid's best friend. Like, what about me? No, not anymore. Uh, I was hoping to age like a fine wine, but I feel more like a bottle of Mad Dog 2020. All right. Name a popular dog that is not Scooby Doo. Air Bud, maybe? What about that dog from Frasier? Eddie. It's a popular dog. Uh, Not Scooby. Scrappy Doo. Uh, Pluto is a dog from Disney. Goofy, of course. Let's see. I'm kind of curious. What all do they have to say? There's probably a lot that I missed. I know there is. Brian, of course, from Family Guy. Oh, there's Charlie. Oh, Clifford, Pluto, Lady from Lady and the Tramp. Clifford again. Snoop Dogg. Okay, I see. Oh, this one. Is this a Hachi? That movie was so sad. So very sad. I don't know if I could watch Hachi again with Richard Gere. Man. Okay. Fox and Hound, Snoopy, uh, Lassie, of course. Snoop Dogg got a couple recommendations here. Aw, the Russian space dog. I think was that Lucky? Let's see. What was her? I think it was Lucky. Oh, okay. There it is. Lakia. I don't know if she came back. Oh, I think that's what Crypto Underdog. I never really liked Underdog, but unfortunately, when I was growing up, that was the first cartoon that came on Saturday mornings. So you had to watch Underdog. There might have been like an older cartoon that came on around 5:30 or so, or five. But yeah, Underdog was either the first or second cartoon that came on Saturday mornings. I think maybe Hong Kong Fooey for a brief while. Hey, there's Odie. Okay. Why do people do this? The haunted road trip through South Carolina is perfect for fall. The hell it is. No, sir. You can keep that all to yourself. Two comments. Okay. Uh, a negative Ghost Rider. Kind of works, right? That's a negative Ghost Rider. Well, I think it's funny. I don't care what my zero viewers think. Okay, fast five. Okay, Andy Griffith Show. I really like that show. Apparently, like you can look at the show, and it's like there's lessons for leadership in every episode. One of my mentors mentioned that, like, you can watch an episode of Andy Griffith and see how a proper leader should be. You know, not too strict. Kind of engaging. Has a good moral compass. And my wife and I, was it 2 years ago? We went to, I think it was Liberty, North Carolina, for the Andy Griffith Festival, which was really fun. They got a museum for Andy Griffith. They've got like a little show house. They got statues. You see squad cars. People are dressed as like Barney. I don't think I saw anyone dressed as Andy. A couple of Otises. But yeah, it's a really good time. All right. Oh boy. I've heard like this Rahid Comedy Festival. Apparently, a lot of comedians are doing that in Saudi Arabia. Uh, uh, all right, I think it's getting coming up on an hour, and my zero viewers are still zero viewers. Okay. Shout out to everyone who believes dogs belong on couches, not chains. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, dogs are the best. If you don't have a dog, get a dog. If you've got a dog, get another dog. Let's see. I don't want to join that. Name a cartoon character who deserves better. Hmm. I don't really watch too many cartoons these days, or I guess they're called animated, or anime or animated features cartoon characters are better. Can't think of any. Maybe Charlie from All Dogs Go to Heaven, but without that, the movie wouldn't have really made sense. Let's see what they have. Is that Ren and Stimpy? I don't know. Wile E. Coyote. Pepe Le Pew. Okay. Oh, Ned Flanders. Wile E. Coyote. Okay, yeah, I get it. Samurai Jack. I don't know what happened to Samurai Jack. Okay, definitely. It's not my area of expertise there. Wow, 21 years old. That's incredible. Oh no, they're gonna bring Reading Rainbow back without LeVar Burton. How can you do that? How can you do that? I don't want to click on that because I think it's going to bring up advertisements and stuff. But who is going to be the host? I'm going to pull this up here. Oh, not Reading Rangers Rainbow. All right, let's see who's going to be the new host. Your host, trained educated private reading Rainbow is Michael. I don't know this guy. Oh, apparently he's big on TikTok. Okay. Got some big shoes to fill. You got Jordy LaForge. We're rooting for him. Okay. What's the last movie I watched? Oh, I don't watch many movies. Let's see what they have. They watched something with Jason Bateman, but I can't remember the name of it. Well, they watched the Superman movie. I thought it was entertaining. The Conjuring. I did want to see the new Conjuring. The Descent. That was a good movie. All right, 0 viewers. I think it's time to call it a night. I will be back tomorrow. To see what's happening. Need information on life insurance? Feel free to call me, text me, email me. If you're on Facebook, you can send me a direct message. I'll usually respond within an hour or so if it's in the middle of the night, but probably within a few minutes if it's during the day. Until next time, have a great night, and I will see you later.